so it only makes sense that it gets out of you from your skin. Am I right about that? Right? Does that make sense? So sweating, exercise so you sweat. Okay? Get your heart rate up a little bit. Unless you have heart disease, then maybe you want to be careful. So another way in which you can eliminate, God gave us a colon. He gave us a colon. The colon plays a role in absorbing nutrients from the food as it passes along your intestine. Okay? And after it's done absorbing the nutrients, the waste gets pooped out. It's called poop. Okay? I want you to know this. In adults, proper elimination should occur 1 to 2 times a day. I mean, look, if you're eating 3 square meals a day with a snack in between, you should be pooping. Right? That food should not be sitting inside of you for 3 or 4 days. It has no business. If you look at a baby, okay, that baby poops almost as soon as he eats, right? He eats, or she, he poops, right? As you get older, obviously, you're not going to poop immediately after eating, but being able to poop after you've eaten is actually an indication that you have a good digestive system. It means your body is able to quickly take out the nutrients from the food that you've eaten, and what's left is the waste, and you can go and eliminate. If you're eating 3 square meals a day with a snack, right, and that food is sitting in you for 2, 3, 4 days, you've got a problem. Right? But instead of waiting for 10 years and then your doctor diagnosing you with colon cancer, right? Because, food is sitting in you. It's just in your gut, not moving, not doing anything. But you've got germs that are there, right? And they see this stuff, and so they're going to start fermenting it. So they're having a field day, and you don't know it until you get diagnosed with colon cancer. Food has no business sitting in you for all those days, okay? So one of the things you can do in order to help peristalsis, which is the movement of food along your colon, is move, okay? Move. Get up and walk. Drink more water and add fiber. You can get fiber from the store, but just a lot of the foods we eat, especially the processed food, they don't have fiber, right? So get Metamucil every morning. Take it. It's not for old people. It's for everybody. So the colon can be disrupted by like ulcers, Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel diseases. So make sure you don't have anything that's messing up your colon function. But if you're able to eat and then poop at the end of the day, you're doing great. If that food is sitting in you, you got to increase your fiber, drink more water, move more. Because again, I keep repeating this because it's important. Food has no business staying in you for 2 to 3 or 4 days. Okay? So ways that you can naturally cleanse is to drink more water, get on a high fiber diet, right? Either buy fiber itself or eat more fruits and vegetables, starches, probiotics, fermented foods like kimchi. Okay, those are really good. Make sure you have laxatives, psyllium husk, all those different. You can go to Walmart, Wegmans, go to the digestive section. You find these things. They're relatively affordable. But they were in the way the Creator, God, made it. That stuff is all actually supposed to be in your food. You understand? But the processing of the foods, right? Because remember, we talked about refining. They've removed that stuff. That's why you get refined grains or white sugar. They're removing what God intended for that food to have. So now you got to buy it separately. Does that make sense? Right. So again, it's not the devil that's making you sick, and it's certainly not God testing your faith. It's man's creativity. And one more trick, whenever you poop, do yourself a favor, okay? Because we live in America in the West, and we sit on those toilet seats. They are terrible. I want you to look at that puborectalis muscle on the bottom, just under the picture of the guy in the red. When you sit on the toilet stool, you're actually making it harder to eliminate entirely. Okay, that's why you can poop, get up, go away. 5 minutes later, you're like, oh, I gotta poop again. Ideally, if you look at like a lot of developing countries, they squat. And we used to look at that and say, oh, those poor people, they don't know what they're doing. Actually, yes, they did. Somebody figured out that when you squat, your ability to eliminate, as you can see from the illustration, it's actually straight compared to sitting. Sitting is actually not the best way to eliminate. And sitting contributes to a whole lot of issues and illnesses, okay? Sitting on a toilet contributes to a whole lot of issues along with your bum, hemorrhoids. That's another thing that a lot of people are dealing with. It's because they're sitting, and then they're straining, they're pushing. But if you squat, it all just comes out. So, obviously, every house that you buy now has a toilet on it. So here's what you can do. You can take a little stool or something, put it under your feet, okay, when you sit on your toilet seat, because it's going to allow you to straighten your puborectalis muscle so that your rectum is straight, so that you can eliminate completely and you don't have that pressure in your colon that can lead to hemorrhoids. By the way, that is one of the main things that leads to hemorrhoids, okay? Okay, your kidneys. Kidneys are these two bean-shaped organs on your side. They are responsible for filtering waste products, removing excess waters and impurities from your blood, and they store it all in the bladder, and then you go and you urinate and you pee it out. Like we said, the kidneys themselves require plenty of water in order to function, right? So again, you yourself need to drink water. If you do not drink water, your organs themselves will not work in the way that they should. And again, one of the biggest contributors to kidney disease is high blood pressure and diabetes. Too much sugar in the blood causes both of them. Okay, we like to think of too much sugar in the blood causing just diabetes, but we showed that if your heart has to push thicker blood, it means it's working harder, and that leads to high blood pressure, which can also be caused by too much sugar. Again, one cause, multiple diseases, right? It's that refined sugar.